I think what's hard for me is, like, the level of, like, corporate equivocation that's happening and is, like, very obvious throughout the entire chapter, from Lameral's discussion with Gaz to Gaz's own internal thoughts to Kaladin's own musings on, like, why the Bridgemen aren't given shields and armor, is, like, this entire equivocation of what lets a bridgeman free, why do bridgemen not get armor, and, like, this idea of using them as bait. Like, that feels like way permeating the space and is, like, feels relevant to, like, corporate speak that I hear in kind of, like, modern times of, like, "Here's why we're doing this thing that's going to affect you and your privacy." It's hard to hear and to think of, like, Haladin's equivocation anywhere near the same level of this massive corporate equivocation, sort of.
Yeah, I'm reminded of the concept of the homo sacer, right? The guy who can be sacrificed from a society, right? And the bridgemen are that. But the Alethi society is not willing to say you guys are bait, which, Gaz says it in his head, but no one's willing to say that out loud. Like, you are bait so that more useful men don't get killed. Instead, we've got to equivocate and be like, well, we need bridges. And so they're serving a function. And like that, you're very needed. You're very much, that's what your function is. And you're very helpful to the army. We're not going to pay you very much because anybody can do it. But you're very needed. You're very wanted. When it, like, everybody knows, except for Kaladin, who doesn't realize, like, the point is for them to be arrow bait and not for them to place the bridges. That's like secondary to their actual purpose. But we're not willing to say that because, like, they would all jump in the chasm at that point, right? So we have to equivocate to keep the societal system going.